Hello, my name is Mark Galvan. I am a recruiting manager, and it's my privilege to be able to give you this information as a candidate for the Senior SEO position at GlobeRunner, the digital marketing company based in Dallas, Texas. Now, what this is a audio overview of additional information that's not accessible on the web and not in the other downloads. This is information you're going to want to have as a candidate and exclusively for the senior SEO candidates. Again, virtual, full-time, with benefits opportunity. Now, this is not a backfill where we're laying somebody off or somebody's lost their job and we're looking for a replacement. This is an expansion role. It's consistent with the last year and a half or more of continued expansion. GlobeRunner continues to gain new clients, larger clients, and expanding its reach in terms of its service area. So this is an expansion role. Now, why we're doing it this way is, first of all, it's time sensitive. We were hoping to get all this information into your hands a few days ago, but it is what it is. And right now we're moving forward very aggressively. This gives you an opportunity to get a lot of information on your time. We can send you this link. You can listen to it. You can listen to it twice. You could take notes. The alternative is what's normally done, and that's where we have a recruiter reach out to you, and you're on the spot. They're gonna provide some information, and you're gonna be asked some questions. Well, in doing it this way, we ensure everybody gets the same information, and we give you a chance to think about your answers. You're not on the spot. The next step from here is completing a questionnaire, and you can take your time and provide thoughtful answers, because honestly, we look more probably at the information you provide on the questionnaire than we do on your resume. So that is very important. So this is hopefully better for you. It's also avoiding all of the problems with trying to schedule and reschedule and finding available times. You can just listen to this at your leisure and then respond as soon as you're available, and then that puts us on third base. So again, not the typical recruiting process, but hopefully to your advantage. Now again, this is only for candidates who have pre-qualified for the senior SEO position. What that means is if you've stumbled on this link somewhere, probably this isn't for you. However, if you have been sent an email or you responded to a job posting or you got one of our emails and we've invited you to click on this link, listen to this audio, download some additional information about the business, download a full position profile, and then you got a link to a questionnaire, then you're the person we're talking to. So honestly, you don't even realize it yet, but you're kind of in the middle of the process already, because after we posted the position or reached out to you directly, there was a pre-screening and a review process, and now we're already at next steps. So congratulations. We've already reviewed your information, and now this is what we want to give you so that you can make a good decision. So one of the things that comes up right away is, what kind of person is the ideal person for this role, and are we the right kind of company for you? So I can tell you that if you're looking for a job, either you need an immediate opportunity because you're in transition between jobs, or you have been underpaid and you're looking for an opportunity to make more money, or you're just looking for a stable long-term job that's not going to be affected by layoffs and cuts and reductions in force and all this stuff that's been going on over the past year and a half. That's great. But in my opinion, the longer-term opportunity to grow with a company, develop skills, and to develop a consulting years of experience is by far and away the most valuable thing that is available to candidates who become team members here. So a little bit more about that in a moment, but let me introduce myself a little bit better. I'm a recruiting manager, and my goal is to create a win-win scenario. That means, in this case, for example, you as a candidate, you would win because this is the perfect, ideal opportunity for you. You can work remote. It stretches your skills. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to get paid well. You've got promotion opportunities, and it's perfectly in line with your career goals. But then we win as a business because you're the perfect person to step into the role and help us where we need the most help. And our clients win because they're thrilled that we hired you. and they're definitely a stakeholder in the whole process. Well, then you've got people at home. Your stakeholders are the people that support you. We want them to win too. You want them to be excited that you got this job and it's perfectly suited to your scenario and your circumstances, and that's how we get a win-win-win-win. So if we achieve that, then we're doing a great job. Now, there's no artificial intelligence here. This is all just real people. We're recording this live from Dallas suburbs and getting it into your hands wherever you are in the United States. We have a completely virtual team. The core team was originally based in Dallas, Texas, and there's folks here, but we have a distributed workforce model where we've got folks all over now, even in some other countries, that provide service and support to the team. So at this point, I want to give you a little bit more information about the company and the background of the organization and some other things, because I think you would want to know that as a candidate. So first of all, the company has a very strong basis of core values. They include putting clients first, leading with integrity, owning the work, playing to win, never stopping learning, and then being the spark that helps our clients blast off and take their business into orbit. So everything in the business is centered around like astronaut and space, and that theme is really important, because when you look at businesses, we often use the metaphor that they take off at some point. When they get through the entrepreneurial phase, they get through a growth phase. Well, we want to help them blast off and put their business into orbit. So everything, even the team that supports you in your role, the ground control team, is part of mission control here in the organization. So it's cool, but it's very client focused. Now, one of the things that is also unique is that we have the ability to solve problems in the marketing space that is critical to every business, right? I mean, if a business doesn't have sales, they don't have a business. And sales starts with marketing. A lot of organizations, especially in the small to mid-cap sector, they have do-it-yourself marketing. That's kind of like do-it-yourself surgery. It's just a mess, it's painful, and it costs a lot more in the long run. GlobeRunner offers a full complement of capabilities that includes strategic support, tactical support, and technical deployment. So we can be involved in the full process of engaging with the client to help figure out what they need to help them achieve their goals. And our suite of services include content marketing, paid media, SEO, website design and development. So one of the things that also I think you would want to know as a candidate is what makes GlobeRunner unique. There are other digital marketing companies out there, but we have some clear differentiators that make us stand out in a sea of other competitors. Most of them are small. They don't have longevity. So that's one of the first differentiators we bring to the table. Over 10 years of tenure in the marketplace with consistent growth. And that's a big deal in a market where most digital agencies pop up and die overnight constantly. Another thing is that when you look at the track record of success based on the tenure of our clients, that's extraordinary. We've got clients that have been with us for some is almost as long as we've been in business. And that is definitely the norm, where we're customizing services to be able to keep and grow with our customers. Another thing is that within the company, we have a full group of experts right here under one roof, under one logo. That means, again, the strategic, the tactical, and the technical skills are all in-house. So if you're coming in as a senior SEO with both tactical and technical skills and maybe a little light on the strategic stuff, you're going to get to work with and partner with people that are going to help you grow and develop. So for the client, this represents a turnkey solution where they can come to us and get a full complement of capability that is soup to nuts all the way from the beginning to end. And the proof's in the results. You can take a look at our website at globerunner.com and look at the case studies and the video testimonials from clients. These are folks that are now friends because we've enjoyed such a long relationship with them. And the last thing I would just say is that there's a genuine passion for what we do to help a lot of companies that are overlooked, mostly in the middle market. We don't service the small micro companies, and we're typically not supporting the giant global brands. In the middle is a very large community of underserved middle market companies, and that's really where we thrive. So the mission in this role is basically the same as in every role. We're client focused. We're focused on client retention because we're servicing and supporting and meeting their needs, and client profitability. Because if the client is making money, if they're buying marketing and advertising and it's producing leads and generating sales, revenue, and profit, then they're going to stick. They're going to continue to focus on activating and expanding that model. So for all of us, client retention and profitability is the key measures of success. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail around the job responsibilities for the senior SEO position because you really need to download the full position profile and take a look at it. But I can tell you that in this role, there is an expectation that you're not entry level. So if you have done SEO for a year or something with a company, you've been embedded, maybe supported part-time, you're definitely getting the experience. You're definitely on the right track. But we already have people that are handling some of those blocking and tackling functions and execution activities and monitoring and adjusting campaigns and adjusting keywords. Right now, what we're looking for is somebody who is a more senior point of escalation. There's somebody that can work directly with the client. There's somebody that has client stories. If you have a lot of stories, then you're probably the kind of person we're looking for. It's somebody that can help manage and guide some of the work being done by other team members that are involved in execution. So it is a more senior role for sure. It's kind of a middle level role. It's not a supervisory role, so you're not technically a manager over anybody. That is more in a promoted role. So take a look at the information in the download. Also, the salary is publicly posted. Don't see any changes to that, but it's a wide spread. As you can see, that gives us a wide latitude to be able to pay well, somebody that's bringing everything we want to the table, or for somebody who's a great fit and really needs to grow a little bit more, we take a shot at that person and they're more in the middle of the pay band. So we can tell you that we know our business well, and you will be paid commensurate with your experience, what you're bringing to the table. And that is a combination of both your technical skills and your drive. We want somebody who is not afraid to unpack a problem and dig in. When clients outsource their marketing, digital marketing to us, they're expecting us to figure everything out. We can never go back and say, well, we don't really know what to do in this case. No, they're expecting us to figure everything out, whether it's a problem or a solution or driving to a next level. So if you have that kind of tenacity and focus and persistence to always achieve a higher level of excellence, you are our kind of people, because that's the kind of support we give our customers. All right. Moving on, you'll see from the download that the benefits that are offered are just ridiculous. I mean, of course, the typical health, dental, vision, 401k, and all that stuff. But we also have an education budget for your continuous learning. We also have a whole lot of other perks and intangibles. A lot of times I hear in the recruiting space, people that are getting paid well, but there's something about their job that really sucks. Either the morale in the company, the growth or the decline of the business, the risk to their job, their manager. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to quit a job, even if there's good money. But in this scenario, we've got a whole lot of good stuff going on and a lot of intangible benefits as well. So take a look at that. But I think going back to what I mentioned a few minutes ago, one of the biggest things I think in terms of long-term value is the growth that you're going to have in this role over a fairly short period of time. So here's a question for you. What is your most valuable asset? Most people would say it's a house or it's a car. Your most valuable asset is always your future earnings. Because if you're earning $50, $60, $100,000 a year, added up over decades going forward, your future earnings is your most valuable asset. And if you can increase your value proposition, your value to your customers, and what you can earn because of the problems you solve, you become extraordinarily valuable. So whether your goal long-term is to become an expert, digital marketing freak, just amazing, maybe running your own business or being at a C-level or managing a team or being involved in sales, whatever it is you want to do, you can get there through this path. Globe Runner also has a very strong career path model for every person in the organization, so you can see exactly what's required to be promoted to the next level and the next level and the next level. So again, I think the real long-term benefit here is when you're working with multiple clients in an agency environment, you're getting like 10 years of experience every 3 years. It is completely different from being embedded in one company providing support. So that's probably the biggest, most extraordinary value you get. Now, there are some job requirements. A bachelor's degree is preferred in something like marketing, communications, or something equivalent in business. However, we'll take a high school diploma with equivalent work experience to cover the other stuff. We're looking for, anywhere from 2, 3, up to 5 years of experience. More is great, but we also want to be able to recognize you and your value and pay you accordingly. So if you're anywhere in that space and you're an SEO person, we definitely want to speak to you. So take a look a little bit more at the technical skills that are required. We're definitely a Google shop, and we use Microsoft Office for a lot of the back office administration stuff. So you're going to want to know that, and we're going to help you get certifications if you don't already have them after you get started. So at this point, you've either checked out and you're still listening, or you're not listening anymore, or you're really excited because of everything I've described. If you're in the last category, then we want to talk to you. Hopefully I've communicated enough. Just open up the kimono, be transparent, give you enough detail, behind the scenes information for you to be able to make a decision. If you're interested and want to move forward, we're already interested in you. The next step is you were provided an email with some downloads. Take a look at that stuff and then complete the questionnaire. Honestly, as I said earlier, it's almost more valuable than your resume because we're asking about very specific things we want to know about you relative to what we believe is required to be successful in this role. So by all means, take your time, complete that, get it over to us. I mean, don't take forever because, again, this is time sensitive. We are beginning this week to schedule interviews. We're going to continue to interview until we get the right person. But as soon as we find the right person, it'll move fast. So a word to the wise. Okay, and I'll just tell you that if for some reason you're not the right person and this isn't the job for you, don't get discouraged. We really believe that there is a VIP, tremendous opportunity out there for every single person. Sometimes it's a challenge finding it, but when you find it, it's an opportunity for you to really bloom in a place where you can grow. And we will even help you. One of the things that we send to all the candidates that go through our process is some valuable tips and information on everything from resume writing to how to interview well. That's the least we can do to say thank you to you for being a part of this process. So again, my name's Mark. So glad to have you in the process and look forward to seeing your information coming through on the questionnaire as a matter of next steps. Good luck.